Okay, I have my kitchen ready. Everything should be out and ready and at your fingertips so that you can cook quickly. You know I like to do everything quick, quick, quick. So here is my iron skillet for sure. And I have my frozen cauliflower rice, my frozen vegetables for my stir fry, my green jackfruit in a can that I have never attempted this before, but these smoky barbecue coconut aminos. I love cooking with aminos, and I thought the jackfruit would be the perfect thing. I don't really like using tofu, but jackfruit is kind of a neutral, kind of a meaty consistency that I thought this would be the perfect thing to play around, experiment with. And of course, I have my salt, pepper, garlic powder, my thyme. We're going to throw a little thyme in there and just see how that goes. And then, of course, I'm going to always use my onion and garlic. Why not? It tastes great. It makes everything more flavorful, and it's so good for you. And then I have my colander in the sink ready for my jackfruit to pour in there, rinse that off, and get started. So here we go. Hey, it's Call Coach Dana. I'm in my kitchen, and if you've never cooked jackfruit before, you're in the right place and you're in for a treat because I've never cooked it before either. So we're going to do this together. I have eaten it. It does taste like pulled pork, and I'm going to use a new product that I have found, barbecue aminos. So come on, let's see if we can make this taste just like some pulled pork. We're going to do a little stir fry and some cauliflower rice. I think it's going to be delicious. Let's see. All right, we're going to pour our jackfruit in this colander and I'm going to give it a good rinsing. I really probably should have boiled this, prepped it a little bit more, kind of boiled all of that briny, vinegary, salty taste out of it and that canned flavor a little bit better. This has the consistency of meat. You can see it even kind of looks like a big old piece of fish with a bone in the middle, but there's no bones. This is a fruit, but it does feel meaty when you start pulling it apart. Next time I cook this, I definitely will boil it first, drain it, boil it again, drain it, and then squeeze all the excess water out of it. But hey, live and learn, right? All right, so I have rinsed it though, and it is in my pan, and I am applying the coconut aminos. And we're going to just soak that down really good. I did put a little bit of grapeseed oil on that too. And we're just going to let it do its thing. All right, it's time for our onion and garlic. I have 4 cloves and 1 onion, and I'm going to just slice up that onion. We're going to use this as our base for the cauliflower rice and the stir fry. I like to saute a little onion and garlic kind of to get the flavors going. So, of course, we want to keep this jackfruit stirring. Both of these items are going to require constant stirring and paying attention because they're both cooked at pretty high heat. Therefore, I'm using the grapeseed oil that can really take that heat. Okay, so our garlic and onions are looking really good there. Yep. And we're about ready to add in our cauliflower rice and our stir-fry vegetables. So I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder in there, salt and pepper, and I'm going to throw a little bit of thyme in there. All right, so here we go with our cauliflower rice. And we're just going to toss that in. And this is frozen. You can get it fresh, but I like to keep it frozen. Fresh goes bad so quickly in these little packets. And we're just going to stir this up. And especially when we get our veggies in there, and like I said, I'm putting a little thyme in there. All right, so our veggies have a lot of water. That's looking good. And we want to keep that stirred up and keep the water cooked down so that it doesn't get soupy. I'm going to put some coconut aminos in there. And this is just going to add a little bit of extra flavor. Listen, stir fry rice with the cauliflower rice and any kind of frozen vegetables works, but I got this with the spirulina and the broccoli and the carrots, and it has lots of different veggies in there. I think this is going to give it really a nice flavor. All right, so we're going to put that in there. Like I said, that has a lot of water at the base of it, so you just want to cook that water down. All right, this jackfruit's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven on to broil. We're going to just stick the iron skillet right in the oven and kind of let that broiler hit it a minute and crispy it up just a tad. Stir fry this rice up really good. You want to cook all the water out of it. And just to go over, I used black pepper, sea salt, of course, and some garlic powder. Yep, and then a little bit of thyme, just a little bit. Just kind of want to play around with how that flavor would be with this coconut aminos, and that was great. And then I used the grapeseed oil as the oil because we're cooking at high temperatures. This grapeseed oil is perfect for that. All right, so see, we've cooked all the water out of it. It's perfect. Everything looks, so there's your stir-fried rice and vegetables, and there is your jackfruit. All right, so it's time for a taste test. All right, so we're really getting very personal right here. I'm getting all up in your space. Let me grab a fork because I really am anxious to see. Let's start with the rice because I don't cook with cauliflower rice very often either. For one thing, I didn't grow up on rice. We grew up on mashed potatoes. It's good. The vegetables give it a lot of flavor. It might need a pinch more salt. All right, let me check this out. Yes, I'm getting ready to talk to myself. Okay, the flavor is good, but what I have decided right here and now is that we have to rinse the jackfruit and also boil it, drain it, boil it, drain it, wring all the water out of it, get all of that briny, salty, vinegary, canny taste out of it. That's what I'm tasting that I do not like here. So the coconut, the barbecue aminos were fine. I do think I'm going to have to kind of cover up some of that taste that I'm tasting that I don't care for right here. And so I am going to add a couple things. I want it to be, you know, when let's see what we can do. Used to eat pork barbecue, I wanted it to have a sweet flavor. So I'm wondering if I added a little bit of honey, but I think that'd make it too, I don't know. I want it to either be really spicy or really sweet, or sweet and spicy. So let's see what I could do to this to doctor it up. Hold on just a second. Let me get my thinking cap on. Okay, so General Tao's stir-fry sauce is tangy and spicy. That's what I'm looking for. And I also want this to caramelize a little bit. So I'm going to add some of this. Yeah, girl, I think that's going to be the right fit. Let me grab this handle before I mess myself up. All right, the General Tao stir-fry sauce is amazing, and it's going to give it great flavor, but I feel like what I'm doing is trying to put flavor over top of something that I should have removed from the beginning. And that boiling process, I cannot emphasize how much that's going to be important on next time and moving forward. But let's give it another try. It's very, very hot, but let's see if that taste is going to be way better. Yeah, that's it. All right, so that certainly doctored this one up this time. Yeah, that's good. All right, so that with that stir fry, going to be fabulous. Let's plate it up. You ready? Let's see how they taste together. A little bit of rice. Oh, goodness. This spirulina zucchini in there. It's acting like spaghetti. Hot. That's good. All right, so you guys, that's the ticket. Now I'll tell you what would really probably make this great too if you wanted to do sandwiches. We try not to do much bread here at all, and I stay pretty much gluten-free all the time. But to do a sandwich with some homemade coleslaw, that might be the ticket for this. All right, you guys, I hope you like. See you next time. What do you think? Would you try jackfruit? Do you have any questions about ingredients or any of the sauces that I used today from Trader Joe's? And don't forget, subscribe and like. And I appreciate you for clicking that bell, personalizing it so that you get notifications of new videos. So anyway, thanks for coming along, hanging out with me, and going on a little adventure. Hey, you never learn how to cook different things until you get in the kitchen and try it, right? All right, so thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Bye-bye.